Today's sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Columbus Aviators and the Carolina Panthers. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This is Saquon Barkley. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Saquon Barkley, the ball.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Jones on the keeper. The tackle by Brian Burns. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. I'll give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there. 1st down.
11 on the play.
And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit.
Looking for Floyd, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there, first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Panthers 7, Aviators 0.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
after
8.
1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing, Jones. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn to either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got his man on the out route. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones steps away to his left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
A first down run by Barkley, unsuccessful, as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
At the 31-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll find Metcalf. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered. It's both feet down for the completion.
It's brought in by Floyd. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
Columbus, first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, that'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah,
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Aviators.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. From the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
52's the mark, boys. 52. Silver. No.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. He'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
At the 43-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
2nd and 21 at the 14-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
And it's
not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Floyd. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Number 22, Christian McCaffrey, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 38-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter, with the score all tied.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Floyd. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
1st down.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Nifty running by Barkley there on 1st down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Back at the 20-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
To number
Evan Ingram, his third touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to take the lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. His throw incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On 1st down. Barkley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Tackled by Brian Burns.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Catanzaro's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it with a gain of 3. And they're going to have a third down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw now on first down. And the ball is knocked out. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It's a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
A gain of a yard.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Rolling to his left. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Back to throw now on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.